what every homeowner gets wrong about their thermostat. Do you have thermostat wars going on in your home? Are you and your loved ones constantly fighting over thermostat settings? It's a pretty common scenario. Some like it at 80, some like it at 78, some like it at 68. Some like to sleep in the cold, some like to sleep in the heat. Just something we got to live with. That said, let me tell you something that is pretty common misconceptions with thermostats. One is a better thermostat is going to have a better performing heating and air system. And the reality is, while the thermostat may be cool and may have more functions, if your system is not a performance system, the thermostat won't make it so. It's kind of like in the old days of putting the thrush muffler on your car. All it did was make a lot of noise. It didn't make your crap car all of a sudden a performance vehicle. So if you've got a crap HVAC system and you got a super cool thermostat, you're still going to have crap cooling. Why? Well, the HVAC system is what controls the heating and the cooling of your home. Also, part of the comfort of an HVAC system is humidity. It also controls the humidity in the home. So if your system isn't performing right, if your system isn't sized right, if your system has various issues, the thermostat won't fix it. Now, if you put in a high performance system, variable speed, you're going to need a thermostat that can operate a variable speed system. Now you're going to get real comfort. Now you're going to get real performance. But if your system is a single stage system, meaning it's on or off, then your thermostat, no matter what thermostat you have, is going to make that operate as a on or off system. And that's where most of the thermostat wars come from, because you run this, you turn the air on until it cranks it down and then it shuts off. And then you're watching the game and it's starting to get hot in the house and it's uncomfortable, so somebody goes in and turns the air down, cranks it down again. Somebody else in the house gets cold, they go up to the thermostat, they shut the thermostat off or readjust the setting, whatever it may be. It's just because your system's on and off. So if you ever have to replace your system, let me tell you, variable speed is going to be the ultimate comfort. As my wife described it when we put one in our house, is it was like walking in a cool, comfortable cloud of cool air. That said, thermostats, back to thermostats. I can get sidetracked, go down these rabbit holes, but man, gotta tell you, I find a lot of good things down there and then I come back and get back on track. So here we are, thermostats. One, nobody uses programming. You buy a thermostat with programming, they have them. You know why they have them? Because the EPA, the Department of Energy, all these people, they save money, save whatever, get rebates, program your thermostat. Nobody programs your thermostats. It's complicated. You need to be a program, write code or something to figure these things out. Even us in the industry get frustrated by these thermostats. Luckily, technology is advanced to where, while it is programming, it's intuitive and it can start to learn your behaviors. Thermostats have GPS on them that hook up with your phone. You can do last out, first in, meaning if everybody in the home has a phone, the last person to leave the house, the AC or the heat will adjust to a more efficient setting. The first person coming in or coming within a geographic radius of the home, it will start to adjust to the proper setting based on the first person back in the home. So technology, but it's fantastic. Nobody uses the programming. If you're listening to this and you use the programming, all right. We all geek out on things. You happen to geek out on, thermostats. Congratulations. Nobody understands a thermostat. So one question we ask when we go in the home, do you understand how to operate your thermostat? Oh yeah, I understand how to operate my thermostat. And then we get called out because they don't know why their thermostat's not working. And they have it in a hold position. Or they took it out of heating or put it into heating or took it out of cooling or put it into cooling, whatever it may be. Thermostat companies aren't going to like to hear this, but I envision a day where there's no thermostat on the wall, right? And we're very close to that. We're interacting with the thermostat more with our smartphones, our smart technology. It's going to become more and more intuitive, set the temperatures in the home to our body, our comfort, based on our interaction with it. And while we're not quite there yet, at least not for every home, The thermostats can be a very confusing thing. The other thing I want to tell you about your thermostat is if it's blank, check the batteries. We get called out to homes a lot of times, my system's not working, I can't work it, it's not working. Check the batteries. Pulls off the wall. It can kind of be tough, but don't be afraid. You can pop that thing off the wall. There'll be, typically it's 2 AA batteries in there. Change them out, put it back on, all right? Now, what if your system's working and there's no batteries in there? It's getting its power from the system. But a lot of times the batteries are backup power. Always check the batteries, okay? The other truth about thermostats, it has an indicator on their fan. In the industry, we don't call that a fan. We call that a blower motor. However, most people aren't going to know what that is. But that is your fan. That moves the air through the home. And there's a couple different settings on there. It's either off, on, or auto. Let me run through them real quick. Off, you guessed it, is off. On, yep, it's on, meaning it's going to run all the time. So if your fan's set to off and it's not running, check your thermostat. If it says off, move it to auto. If it says on, it's going to run all the time. So if your fan's running and you assume my system's not working because it's not blowing any cold air, well, you got your fan on. So your fan's running. It doesn't mean that your air conditioner's running, right? You may be outside of the settings, the set points for your air conditioner to turn on, but your fan is set to on position. So you think that it's running. The system's running but not cooling. Before you call us, move it to auto. Ideally, keep your fan in auto. What is auto position? Quite simply, it means the fan comes on and shuts off when the system, heating or cooling, turn on and off. Now, why would you have an on setting? Well, maybe you want to circulate the air. Maybe you want to move the air, right? There's a lot of times you don't necessarily want to cool the house or heat the house, but you want some air circulation. You want some moving of the air for that reason. But ideally, keep it in the auto position. So if your system is running, it's blowing air, you feel the vents, air's coming out, but it's hot or it's cold or whatever, depending on if you're trying to heat or cool the home, but it's coming out, but it just doesn't seem to be the right temperature. Check your thermostat. If the fan's set to on, move it to auto, all right? Then see if things start working. Now keep in mind, the setting has to be right. So if it's 76, you've got it at 78, and your home is at 76. Nothing's going to come on until you get above that set point of 78. Okay, but just really, the fan can really get people tripped up. Also, something else you may not know about your thermostat, but a significant other or another loved one in your home may know. Your thermostat may have Wi-Fi. And if your thermostat has Wi-Fi capabilities, most of them do, it can be controlled by your phone app. Why is it important that you know this? Maybe you and your significant other are not happy with each other. Maybe you had a quarrel. And they're in a beautiful, comfortable hotel room on a business trip. And they're 3 hours ahead of you. And they figure, well, I'm going to adjust the temperature. Let me turn the heat on in summertime. I'm just saying, just know that if someone in your house knows that and you don't know that, they could have a lot of fun with you. So know if your thermostat has Wi-Fi, know how to check it out. Also, most thermostats, look, I think most people know this. You might be really good at reading an instruction manual. Reading the instruction manual, fantastic, it's great. But most things you can find on YouTube or even the manufacturers have their own channels. They make manuals, like videos on how to get these things figured out. The thermostat can be very confusing. You would think not. We interact with them our entire life, but we get a lot of calls where people are just a little confused, not because they truly don't know how to operate it. They don't know all the features, and somehow it gets into another setting. Last thing I'm going to tell you about thermostats. Sometimes when you have a home with a casita, they have units in them for that casita, traditional outdoor unit, and then the air handler's in the ceiling, right? Or wherever it is, but in this example, in the ceiling, you've got a small unit. There's usually a light switch, sometimes, at about eye level, right? Which is not where a light switch normally should be. That light switch many times controls the power to the unit. How do I know this? Because I've been a service technician long before I was a business owner. And I've gotten calls to homes where the system is not operating, it's not turning on. And it's one of the easiest things to fix because you go and you notice the light switch is off, you turn it on, voila, the system comes on. Now, I will tell you that if you have that scenario, your technician should not just be like, it's fixed, it's done. They should go through the system thoroughly. They're already there. They should go through the system and do a good little maintenance and check for you, make sure there's no other issues. Because the last thing you want is for a technician to leave and there being another issue. Maybe someone knew that switch shut the system off, turned it off because it was making a noise or whatever. Just make sure, whenever you bring a technician out to your home, always make sure they find the problem and then do a good overview of whatever system they're working on to make sure there's no other issues so you don't have to worry about having to call them back.